Something arrived today that's going to change my video production workflow. It's a big switch for me to be using this new product, but for today, I'm simply going to do the unboxing of this new piece of equipment in my video studio. What it is the Rodecaster Video S. So this is going to replace this. So here we are. I'm going to hopefully slide this out of the box. And there's the black and white illustration of that. It is the video and audio production console. It is by the company Rode, and it does have a helpful little diagram that shows you how to get started. You can even scan to access the user guide, software, and other resources. So you can click on the QR code. But let's just get to the switcher. So let's spin this around here, and I think we need to flip this up. And there is the switcher, again with the Rode logo in a plastic bag. So we'll take this out of here and set it to the side. Regulatory and safety guide, quick start guide. And there's some stuff underneath here. If we lift this out, we should have our power supply, in addition to a USB-C cable. So there's our power supply, nothing else in that. And we'll take this away as well. So here's the pieces that come in the box. We'll need to take the power supply and plug it into the brick, and we'll be able to plug that in. And so it's a standard 3-prong plug here, and it's USB-C on the end here. Okay, so let's slide the Rodecaster out of the bag. So there it is. What we're going to do is plug it in for the first time and make sure that it works, first of all, or at least that it turns on. One of the things that I probably can predict is that we will have to do a firmware update. So I'll be back in just a second. Okay, so I've got everything plugged in. I am going to press the power button on the Rodecaster Video S. It's right, let me just flip it up so you can see it. It's this bright red button on the end here. So I'm going to hit it. The fan turned on. I see the Rode logo pop up. I'm also going to switch to the Macintosh input. And let's bring up our picture-in-picture. So it looks like it's initializing the Rodecaster. There is a little QR code that is displayed on the Rodecaster. But we'll go back to the software here and click on Allow. And it looks like there is a firmware update. So I am going to click on the up arrow. We should be able to do this over the USB-C, but there is a Ethernet jack that we can plug in the network to if we need to do that. Available firmware updates. Here we go. And we will get the installation progress going on the Rode. Switch back to update in progress. So I assume it's just transferring the file to the Rodecaster. Looks like it's rebooting. And it looks like it has booted up successfully. I'm going to switch back to the interface and we'll close that and then select the interface. And here is our software running on the computer. So this is the scene builder. Here's the audio mixer. There's nothing going into the Rodecaster video right now, so there isn't a whole lot to see when it comes to that. Device configuration. Set up the auto switching. And streaming profiles. Okay, so the software seems to be communicating with the Rodecaster video. So our unboxing and our setup is complete. So we're going to disconnect some things from the ATEM and connect them to the Rodecaster and see what the Rodecaster can do. Hi and welcome. We are using the Rodecaster video to make our first recording. So I don't have any other inputs aside from this camera, but if everything worked out properly, we will have made our first recording. This is the second recording with the Rodecaster video, and this is simply to determine what the quality difference is between some of the recording settings that I had on initially. I had the initial default settings, but I've turned on HEVC as the codec, so H.265, and a higher bit rate. So this recording should be higher quality. They make the scene setup look really easy. I didn't quite grasp it just right from the start, so it shouldn't take long to figure it out. I'll just need to watch some scene setup videos and see how that works. So far, Rodecaster video, mostly pros, one con, which is it doesn't, when the SSD drive, the recording drive, is plugged into the USB port, it doesn't make itself available as a network drive. And that would be a nice feature. So anyway, that's where we are. That's it for this recording. Let's go watch a movie or something.